Hey everybody, Rhadamant here. Thanks for tuning in to Devouring Swarm Episode 8. So last we left off, we had picked a war with the Duchy over here, where we are claiming their territories nice and fast. They don't pose that much of a threat, and we punched a great big hole into the Belmacosa marauders after they bluffed about messing with me. So that was cute. That they thought that, you know, they could do anything to harm me, I guess. What I'm going to continue to do is to capture the Duchy's territory. They have a nice bottleneck along this arm here. And then, of course, they share a border with a new enemy, the Alari Dynamics. They're probably the... Well, let's actually look at the victory. Alari Dynamics is the number 2, for lack of a better term. They're kind of number 4, but behind only Fallen Empires. So they're the number 2 in the galaxy, so I wouldn't mind sharing a border with them. That would allow me to go to war with them and mess them up. So we're about to get a border with the Sacred Tendrakian Union. We can already declare war on them, a war of absorption and hunger, but I'd rather just establish a boundary here. Now that we have destroyed the marauders and we they don't pose a threat through Eshmike, I'm going to get rid of the station that I had there. We are reverse engineering some knowledge that we're acquiring from scientists. My fleet here, ooh, we are getting some crystals here. Which means maybe at short, I am going to make a shipyard so that I can make a construction ship. And my Empire Sprawl is enormous.
Our construction is complete.
Way outpacing my ability to supply stability for the Empire, but ultimately I don't really care. We grow big and bold and consume everything. That is the way of the Ma. Okay, you've surveyed there. Let's survey here and here next, and then over here.
Our construction is complete. We have assimilated knowledge.
Drone and learning campaign will re-up. And maybe exotic gases is fuel. That way I spend some exotic gases, but we get to move around a little bit faster. Which will benefit me.
Technology conceived.
Alright, so Hyperdrive 3 will also allow me to move around quite a lot faster, actually. Let's go for plasma throwers. I like my plasma throwers. These guys are threatening to send a micro swarm to me. I wouldn't even call that a swarm. It's kind of an insult to the word. I would say
Our construction is complete.
I don't know. I don't know what's less than a swarm. A few? A handful? I'm bad with adjectives right now. So we're just analyzing all the debris of destroying the marauders for the regenerative hull tissue tech that they had on their ships. And then once we survey it, we can capture it as territory. My fleet here is all set to go rock the Tendrakian Union, but the issue is, the only setback I foresee, I don't really have an army. So what I'm going to do is go to whatever prime, Birana Prime, I guess, and start to recruit Gene Warriors. These are the best possible warriors I could recruit. Taking a look at my other worlds, Fen here has a lack of jobs. So let's... I guess start... Yeah, start putting research there, I suppose. Which means we're going to want someone assisting research. Let me take a quick look. So we have someone assisting research at the Ma Star. At Uner, we have someone assisting research. Is that worth doing? Yes, it is, because we have some research buildings there. And then those are the only 2 places I have researchers. I'm going to see if we have any research stations anywhere else. We don't. Okay. So that means I need... one more science ship to assist research at Fen Habanis.
Our construction is complete.
Alright, so Short here has... We were making a construction ship because there are some crystals untapped. And we got a tradition. So let's go with Starbase Upkeep Reduction. That's going to make a big difference because I have so many starbases.
Our construction is complete.
They're throwing... Well, I guess I didn't even get to watch that fight. They're throwing their fleets at me. It's cute. What I'm going to do is cripple Nastia's shipyard.
Our construction is complete.
Alright. So here we are doing the last of the debris, and then we survey it all.
We have assimilated knowledge.
Soon we should be able to get the regenerative hull component for our ships because we are grabbing a lot of that assimilated knowledge. Okay, their starport was nothing to me. And we'll start shelling away at the planet. We had a construction ship idle, so let's get them some work. Let's see. How many armies do you have here? You've got almost none, so this will be fast. We'll go land on that planet. Fire rate is up. Awesome. What else can we get? So we can finish off the regenerative hull tissue research. Why not? I wouldn't mind my ships healing themselves. That would be swarmy of me, wouldn't it? And we're going to grab Nastia. And then I'm going to grab pretty much all of the territory around here because there's no good way for the Grand Duchy to reclaim it from me. And then we're also going to be able to border Alari, or rather be one jump away from Alari. My guess is there's some sort of very powerful enemy on that tile, which is why no one has crossed that boundary, or at least it doesn't look like it's been crossed. This construction ship has nothing to work on, so let's destroy it. The one at Short was built to get Cardoth's crystals. My capacity overload was revoked. Let's re-up that. That gives us extra energy credits, a considerable amount in fact. Let's do a quick checkup on my planets. We've got jobs and housing. We don't have any housing on Fen, so we'll add some. We've got jobs and housing here. Considerable deviancy, but this is our food world with 62 population that are sort of idle. I maybe want some more seeker drones. How do I get those? Maintenance. Sentinel posts? Yeah. Alright, we'll add some more sentinel posts here. I don't think strongholds really help, so actually I'm going to downgrade them and destroy them. I don't think they're really doing anything for deviancy. It's really just the sentinel posts. So we'll add 2 more sentinel posts. We conquered the Nastia world, so let's go ahead and first off sell a whole bunch of minerals and food so that we can resettle these guys. I constantly resettle them improperly, putting them not on Fadima, so this time will be different.
Nest structure ruined.
And this world is now depopulated. I'm going to keep the starbase that's there, but I'm going to get rid of the one at Short and Valhall. We just don't need it anymore. There's no threat on that border anymore. And at Nastia here, we are going to put this as shipyard. And, yeah, we'll build 2 shipyards first. And that will help us to replace any ships that get destroyed. Or whatever. Okay, so this world is ready to be claimed.
Technology conceived.
Which means We're still waiting on our army to build up. We only have 2 of the Gene Warriors, but soon we'll be going to war with the Tendrakian, or whatever they're called. We got the regenerative halls, which is cool. Next up, I'm just going to get the... No, I'm not going to bother with the flagella. No, it's swarm tech. I think I'm obligated to research swarm technology.
Our construction is complete.
My capital has a little bit of housing and a little bit of jobs, but it's basically full up. There's really not any space. So I'm going to start to replace the cloning vats with maybe research labs and replace these spawning pools with research labs. Research is hard to come by because of my Empire Sprawl. We have to pay 50% extra, 57% extra for every research because of how massive our empire is. We are at a lack of rare crystals. But that's fine. We're about to get some. And by that I mean at Semesta, there's a crystal farm. So Rookback still has a shipyard. Alright. Taurus is... I'm going to get rid of Rookbat. Taurus is now our new sort of fallback spot. And this army here is going to get a leader. A good leader. One that does damage, maybe? Here we go. Glory Seeker, that will work. And we'll get this army to follow this navy. And as we add more people to the army, they can rendezvous with the navy. Alright, Nastia. We still have a lot more territory to capture over here. The scientist out here, there's one more debris project. We got a scientist up here because Fen is getting its first science lab, so we need to assist research. I'm going to try to find a good scientist to assist research because we have a lot of scientists that are aging and they're going to die, and this is a way to level up a new scientist. So ideally, Spark of Genius, excuse me, or something like that would be very, very useful. And not a bunch of like survey. One of the things that I would change about Stellaris, oh, there we go, is the ability to basically pay to fire, nanosand with Elgate Insight. Awesome. To take a look at a lineup of leaders like this, and just say, pay to not hire any of them. That is something that I would greatly appreciate. Alright, let's see. Do we have any worlds that need a governor? No, we don't. So let's go add amenities. We're waiting on sentinel posts. We do need more amenities here, so we'll add that building. Second swarm, you are capturing territory. The scientist at Fen, you are to assist research. This construction ship, just do some mining. We're still waiting on the armies to be recruited at Barana.
We have surveyed the system.
Sure. Whatever this anomaly is, we'll survey it.
Our construction is complete.
Alright, this construction ship has nothing left to do, so abandoned. Actually, we could have gone to Semesta. Don't we have another construction? Yeah, we have another construction ship near Semesta, so I'm gonna go to Semesta first with that. Ooh, kinetic battery research. I like that. I like that a lot. Kinetic batteries are some of my favorite weapons. We are actually maxed out on alloys. Wow. Okay. So what I'm going to do is to put some anchorage stations out here using my alloys at sort of choke points. Not even choke points, just putting a bunch of anchored stations. I think we're just about ready to declare war on you. A war of hunger. And there's a wormhole here that we can explore eventually too. Maybe it takes us somewhere fun. Or not. I don't know. So this fleet, I'm ordering them to just capture territory as fast as I can. And there's only space amoeba here, so no navy has been strong enough to take out that space amoeba, which is kind of a joke. Let's see. Next research, let's go with habitability.
Our construction is complete.
And we got Elgate Insight. I definitely want to get Kinetic Battery. They're some of my favorite weapons. They don't really go on swarmy ships, though. So that would be the caveat, but whatever. It's fine. We are again maxed out on alloys. What else can I do here? There is a nice string of bottlenecking planets around here. I guess I can make into anchorages as well. Or even solar stations. I don't know. I haven't really decided yet. But because of Fen Habanus, we get a lot of alloys. That is one of the advantages of having an Eku world early on. So they had some sort of semblance of a fleet here. This planet has almost no no army to protect it. So it's going to be really easy to just level it. I think with this idle scientist, what I'm going to do is let's go through this wormhole.
Our construction is complete.
Alright, Fen.
Our construction is complete.
Fen just built up a bit. We're just preemptively clearing out a bunch of tile blockers. It's really, really expensive, but that will free up Fen to be massive down the line. So when Fen has nothing going on, I just will keep tile block clearing. This base is all set, so we'll add gun batteries and a target computer. Just in case, for some reason, the Tadrakian Union builds up some sort of force and, I don't know, rolls into my I don't know. It's not likely to happen, but I might as well have it not need it than not having it need it. For now, I'm just going to keep the amoebas here. I'd rather not be in a three-front war. Not that I couldn't handle it. I certainly have the force and probably skill, but it's just sort of annoying to fight three at once. Plus, because of war weariness, I need to have the most amount of impact as quick as I can. Alright, if you're going to keep bugging me that I have maxed out alloys, I will sell some. I don't really like selling alloys on the market because it lowers the cost for the AI to purchase alloys. Alright, let's go ahead and land and invade. Now what's cool about the army that I have is they are pretty strong. These Gene Warriors.
Our construction is
I did lose one though. Oh no, it just disengaged. I didn't even lose him. Alright, so we defeated that whole world with our Gene Warriors. Now you go to Kosk. And I'm going to merge my navies together. Yarak is now mine, so let's... First off, we were going to add anchorages. And then this is the new world I conquered. I'm going to resettle. Oh, we barely have anyone to resettle. Perfect. It's not very costly. Done. This world is gone. And my army moves on. Piranha has a tile blocker that we can clear. No, it doesn't. It has... It does. Wait, what? Which is it?
Technology.
It's saying it has a tile blocker to clear, but I don't see one. We have free societal research, so let's get army damage. Just make our armies even scarier. Alright, so deviancy is coming down now that we're employing more sentinels. So, although this is a food world, it also has to be like a police world. I would not want to live there. Nastia is the... Okay, Nastia is all set. We have absorbed a great deal of
Our construction is complete.
the northern part of this galaxy. No regrets. So what were you doing? You were... I am losing crystals, so let's mine the crystals and then mine everything else. This was a profitable little world there.
Project is complete.
Kosk, we captured. I'm gonna get rid of the bastion that was there, and
Hostile swarm.
it's warning me that there's some sort of fleet pushing against me. Oh, that's a joke. It's a 2K fleet against my 13K fleet. This wormhole connects to this thing here. I'm going to change my fleet stance on this scientist to evasive, so if there's...
We flee the hostile swarm.
Okay, there is a psionic enemy behind that. I kind of expected that. I predicted that. This scientist is going to see what's on the other side of this wormhole now.
We have surveyed the system.
Owning Kosk and Quentis also gives me access to go fight the marauders again. I probably need more than the current navy that I have to defeat them, so I'm not going to pick that fight just yet. I know my limitations, and that one would be a losing battle.
Technology conceived.
Alright. We should get maybe X-ray lasers. And we are continuing to conquer the Tendrakian Union like they're nothing at all. Oh, this was a Navy fight. There's not going to be much left to watch just because they're getting crushed. And there goes their navy, and we'll continue into their territory. Alright, Barana has... Is that the last of my troops that I'm recruiting? No, I still have, wow, a lot more Gene Warriors rolling out. Probably more than I need, but I can afford them, so I don't really care. So you're telling me that I have some sort of terrain blocker, but I don't. I, like, absolutely don't have a terrain blocker here. There's no blockers on this planet. But you're telling me there's clearable blockers on this planet. Alright. I have no idea what that's about. Truth be told, don't really care. As long as it looks like the planet is fine, I'm just going to assume the planet is fine. This planet has almost no army defending it. Sad. It's going to go pop now. So let's have our army go invade. My first swarm is just doing a quick land grab. What I'm going to do is I'm going to grab all of the land to the east and then head west. Much the way I treated the Zapadragon and the Valdari, I don't want to Oh, we just got an interesting encounter. I don't want to destroy their population without claiming as many worlds as I can, because I don't want to have to pay for the worlds.
Our situation log is updated.
It is much cheaper to do it the way I have planned. Now, if I'm eventually going to take the fight to the Fallen Empires, I'm going to need a considerable swarm. I'm going to need a huge amount of troops. So this links to the middle of the Eldari dynamics. Okay, cool. So Kosk here is going to become a bastion. Whereas Taurus, I'm going to get rid of as a bastion. So we're going to need a bastion there to protect from the other side. I got some sort of Belmacosa habitat thing. I don't know what that was. I don't know where that was even. Alright, second swarm here is nuking the planet while we invade. And right before we invaded, we have the technology to make our armies stronger. So as you can see, it's not much of a fight there. Let's get Zandaban, and then we'll start to go down this arm here and push towards the remaining territory they own. So as I said, I want to grab this territory first and then push west. And
Project is complete.
we might grab the Void Clouds on our way too. Alright, so we have Zandaban. Zandaban falling to the man. Some of... Oh, this is not an anchored station I want to keep.
We sense a hostile swarm.
They have a micro swarm heading my way. Oh, that's so cute. Really? Seriously? You have like one ship. I have 80. And my ships are better tech than you. That's a joke. Order restored in Fadima. Alright, so the drone deviancy is gone. We conquered this world here. So let's go do some resettling. Over to Fadima. Oh, these guys are full of Zappadrogon. Which is interesting. So what that means is that when the Zappadrogon got defeated, a lot of their population fled, and they fled to Jormondir, or whatever it's called. So I just put an insane amount of undesirables on this planet. Let's build more housing and add some additional sentinel posts. Doing a quick checkup. Fen looks like they're trying to tell me that they're going to need more work soon. So I'm going to move this research lab above all of these tile blocker queue. So that we do that first.
We sense a hostile swarm.
Yeah, I don't... Whatever. So I think one of these wars... their allies are coming to, like, mess with me. As you can see, the Bakata here are also hostile with me. It's not just the Sacred Tendrakian. So they must have been allied, and they're coming to their aid. Or they're failing to come to their aid. Because God knows their territory's falling fast. Fall of Rome level falling. The science ship and the construction ship... Oh, actually, all these ships, science and construction, are going to go to Trab here.
We have found an anomaly.
In preparation to capture this world. I don't know what the Pakata are doing. They're not even that big of a nation.
Construction is complete.
Somewhat of a micronation, so they're really not going to have a good time. This fight will... Oh, I guess they're sending a few more ships. This fight's going to be hilarious, though. I just got some additional L-Gate research. Poof. It's like the whole fleet just disappeared. Alright, so the science ship here is going to survey up there, and then the construction ship will claim it. And then here at Trab, just so that the Bacata can't mess with me, I'll put a bastion. So I have little interest to be constantly harassed. So these enemies are... Let me slow down time. These enemies are trying the swarm tactic that I have. They had a lot of corvettes. Pause 1 second. And... Mineral purification hubs works just fine. Nope. Literally didn't even lose a ship. That's basically how much better my ships are over the enemy ships. This scientist doesn't have work anymore. I think I'll have him move over here and prepare to analyze the dead amoebas. If there's even any dead amoebas. So this system here borders a new set of marauders. I'm not looking to pick a fight with 2 sets of marauders. I will, however, keep the station that they had built. I think that's smart to have a station between me and the marauders. It probably will only slow them down, but even if I slow them down a little bit, it can save me a lot of annoyance in the long run. Alright, Kosk is ready for some gun batteries and a target uplink computer, and to turn into a proper bastion.
We have found an anomaly.
Speed time up a little bit. So as you can see, there's some teeny pockets. Wow, there's a lot of crystals there too. There's some teeny pockets where I haven't yet claimed any systems. So I'm still working on having my construction ships do the full land grab. We're working on it. But it occurs to me that I'm just about out of time. So here we are. Let's take a big zoom out. We are conservatively at least a third of the galaxy. Checking the situation log here. You know what? I'm getting stronger and stronger and stronger compared to everyone else. So if you have any questions, feedback, anything of that nature, or just, like the series, leave a comment, like, subscribe. I'll hope to hear from you, and if nothing else, just tune in next time. So thank you all for watching. I'll catch you all later. Adios.